Welcome to CIST 1602 Security Policies and Procedures. My name is Rocky Spurlock. I am your instructor for this course. This week we're going to look at our Blackboard shell, look for our MindTap course. We'll also look at the assignments that you need to complete this first week, including going over your syllabus and the introduction discussion board. All right, so first what we're looking at is our what you will see is Blackboard. You see I have a student preview mode is on. I will have to come out of this once we go to MindTap. This is your home page. You'll have your announcements listed here. When you click, you'll see your list of announcements. To the left, you'll see that you have an announcement link, which will take you to the exact same place. Assignments we will come back to. My grades, this is where you can view your grades. You can also click on the grading criteria, which is going to show you the how your grades are calculated. Okay, so your quizzes are 15%, your labs are 45, finals 15, midterms 15, discussions are 10. You'll see underneath each assignment, you'll see which category that it does apply to. In my courses, you start off with a 0. And once you complete grades, or complete your assignment, your grades will go up. So you start off with a 0. Once you complete, say, a discussion, your grade will go up. Or a lab, your grades will go up. But keep in mind, this final is 15 points out of your 100, 15%. Same with your midterm. So that's 30% of your grade. Until you take those 2 exams, those will not be calculated as part of your grade. They will still be counted as 0. So you start off with a 0. When you turn assignments in, your grade goes up. The grades that you have, the assignments you have not turned in, or have not been assigned yet, are still counted as a 0 until they are completed. Okay, you have a send email button. This is where you click to send me an email. So if you have a question, you need to look at an assignment. This is where you will contact me. NetTutor will give you an online tutoring service. The syllabus gives you a link to your course syllabus. So you need to make sure you read through this as it'll lay out the procedures for the course. You also have your tentative student guide at the bottom and important due dates. So it also says the assignments are due on those. I don't take assignments late, so make sure you have the assignments due for that chapter done by those due dates. Also on the link here, you do have a due dates. It'll also show you the chapters and what days they are due on. So click on assignments. You'll see that you have first you have a start here folder. That's where you will start with the course. In this folder, you will have some instructions. You'll have another link to your syllabus and student guide. You have your syllabus agreement that you must take by January 16th, or the first week of course. You also have your introduction. This is your discussion board for the week where you post an introduction, tell a little bit about yourself, your name, what major you're taking, maybe something you want to include, when you're expecting to graduate, maybe some hobbies that you have. Your post has to be at least 100 words. Okay, after you post your introduction, you need to respond to 2 other posts. Your responses have to be at least 50 words each, and this is going to be the format that's used throughout your entire discussion boards throughout the course. So, for example, your starting post, one about you, needs to be 100 words, and then your other 2 has to be 50 words each. Your post is due by Thursdays, and your responses are due by Sundays. Okay, next we have our course textbook information. You'll be using MindTap, and we'll get into setting up MindTap in a second. And finally, my contact information is located under here as well. Okay, I do have a folder here called In the News. This is some articles that are on MindTap. There are links to articles. You don't have to do anything with these. These are just articles that you can read throughout the semester. And finally, we have our link to our MindTap. I have to exit the preview here to go into MindTap. You'll see also in here, in this view of my view, the different chapters. These will become available the week that the chapters are assigned. You have access to these on those weeks. Now, when we look at our chapters, what we'll have in here, we'll have our instructions once again. You'll have your reading and review folder, which may have a video that you watch. It'll have some reading sections. You'll also have your labs, discussions, and quizzes folder. Okay, so in here, for example, chapter 1, you have a Word document, so you're going to read the closing case into your chapter. In the Word document, you'll answer the questions, the quiz, and then you have your discussion that you will complete as well. Some of these chapters, though, will have more assignments. For example, chapter 2 has a lab that you will complete as well. So you'll do this virtual hands-on lab, then you have your closing case, and so forth like that. So looking at our MindTap course. So you click on this link, sign up for the class, and put your information for your code that you bought from the bookstore, Cengage Unlimited. You'll enter the textbook information if you're using Cengage Unlimited. In here, you'll come into your course. Some of this stuff will not be visible. Okay, so you see the chapters itself. They will unlock the week that the assignments have been assigned. So chapter 2, you'll have access to it the week of January 24th. To the right, you do have access to your full book. Okay, so this is something you'll have the entire time. You can go back in. You can read your assignments, read your chapters that you have access through the entire semester. So when you get into MindTap, okay, you'll have your read section, your module 1 read, for example. I'll give you a preview, which gives you the learning objectives, and then your chapter. Once again, you do have access to the chapter here. In this, you'll have a study, which will give you your PowerPoint presentation, some flashcards, crossword puzzle. This is stuff that's not assigned. You do not have to do these. We will be going over the PowerPoint presentation in the chapter lectures. Then you have your apply. That's going to be your quizzes. The visualize are going to be videos for you to watch. We'll take a quick look at these. So those are some videos that Cengage has put out to help you go through the chapter, help you understand the chapter. Once you get to the chapters that have the module 2, for example, live virtual machine labs, okay, these do count towards your grades. You will click on these, work through the labs. It'll give you a set of instructions. You want to make sure that you press the done button, log out of the lab once you are finished. There are some documents to go through on this first lab. All right, so these labs will need to be cut on, these machines, so I'm going to power them on. Okay, you'll have your lab instructions to the left. And then once you get into your actual exercises, it's going to give you your instructions and then your task of what you will be doing through this. So you'll be walking through these step by step. Once again, once you finish, make sure that you click the done button. This X should turn to a green check. And you'll just follow through all these steps to complete your lap. Once you complete that, the grade will be stored in MindTap, but it'll also be transferred over into Blackboard. This is the official grade book for the course. So the grade you see in MindTap is not your grade for the course. The grade for your course will be what you see here. All right, so this week, make sure that you go through, read the syllabus, set up your MindTap account, complete your introduction discussion, and explore the MindTap course as much as you can. Look around for the different options you have over in MindTap that you have over in this area. Go ahead and read through Chapter 1, and we will start with Chapter 1 next week. If you have any questions, send me an email.